What if Atlantis wasn't just a myth? What if the Vikings actually found it and kept it secret for centuries? Recently discovered Norse manuscripts contain detailed maps and descriptions of an underwater city that matches Plato's Atlantis perfectly. This is the evidence that proves Vikings reached the lost civilization first. In 2019, renovation work at Iceland's National Library uncovered a sealed chamber behind a false wall. Inside lay a collection of runic manuscripts wrapped in waterproof sealskin, perfectly preserved for over 800 years. The texts were written in an encrypted form of Old Norse, using symbols that appeared nowhere else in Viking literature. It took cryptographers 3 years to decode them, revealing the most extraordinary tale in human history. The manuscripts tell of Eric Thanger, whose name translates to Eric the Deep Seeker, a Viking explorer who sailed beyond the known world in 1362. His mission was to find the source of strange currents that brought unusual artifacts to Greenland's shores. Eric's crew of 36 warriors sailed southwest from Greenland, following compass readings that pointed to magnetic anomalies beneath the ocean. For weeks, they navigated by strange lights, visible only at night, glowing from beneath the waves. On the 42nd day, Eric's lookout spotted something impossible through the crystal-clear waters of the Sargasso Sea. Massive stone structures lay beneath them, arranged in perfect geometric patterns that stretched beyond the horizon. The manuscripts described towers reaching hundreds of feet toward the surface, connected by bridges and walkways. At the city's center stood a pyramid, larger than any structure they had ever seen, its peak glowing with an eerie blue light. Eric ordered his men to craft diving equipment from inflated animal bladders and weighted ropes. The Vikings had perfected underwater salvage techniques during their raids, but nothing had prepared them for what they found below. The water was impossibly clear, as if purified by some unknown process. Fish swam in organized patterns, almost as if following invisible pathways. The ruins showed no signs of decay, despite being submerged for millennia. Eric's detailed drawings show buildings constructed from a translucent material, harder than diamond. The manuscript describes walls that glowed softly in the darkness, providing illumination throughout the underwater city. Most remarkably, the Vikings discovered chambers still filled with air, protected by some form of advanced technology. Inside these air pockets, they found evidence of the city's former inhabitants and their incredible achievements. The manuscripts catalog hundreds of artifacts retrieved from Atlantis. These included metallic tablets covered in symbols, crystalline devices that hummed with energy, and tools made from materials unknown to medieval science. Eric's men discovered a library containing thousands of scrolls written on an indestructible material that resembled neither parchment nor metal. The writing system used geometric patterns that seemed to shift and change when viewed from different angles. The Vikings documented technology that defied explanation. They found chambers where water flowed upward, rooms illuminated by crystals that never dimmed, and mechanical devices that moved without any visible power source. Most astounding were the transportation systems, underwater tunnels that created currents strong enough to propel swimmers at incredible speeds. Eric's men traveled miles through these tubes in minutes, accessing distant parts of the city. In the city's central archive, the Vikings discovered star charts showing constellations from thousands of years ago. These maps revealed that Atlantis had existed during the last ice age, when sea levels were much lower. The records described a global civilization, with cities on every continent connected by advanced navigation and communication systems. They spoke of harnessing natural forces that modern science is only beginning to understand. Atlantean records revealed the cause of their civilization's destruction. They had attempted to harness the Earth's magnetic field as an energy source, creating an imbalance that triggered massive geological shifts and tsunamis. The manuscripts describe how Atlantean survivors scattered across the globe, bringing fragments of their knowledge to primitive cultures. This explains the sudden appearance of advanced building techniques in ancient Egypt, Peru, and other civilizations. Eric discovered that Vikings weren't the first Norse people to find Atlantis. Ancient runes throughout the city revealed that Nordic tribes had maintained contact with Atlantis for centuries before its destruction. This connection explained many mysterious aspects of Viking culture. Their advanced navigation techniques, superior metallurgy, and knowledge of distant lands. They had inherited fragments of Atlantean wisdom through their ancestors. Upon returning to Iceland, Eric founded a secret society called the Djúpróvísir, the Deep Wise. This group was sworn to protect Atlantean knowledge while slowly introducing beneficial technologies to Viking society. The society operated for over 300 years, carefully guarding the location of Atlantis, while using its knowledge to enhance Viking shipbuilding, weapon forging, and navigation. They were the true source of Viking technological superiority. Today's satellite imaging has confirmed the existence of geometric structures on the Atlantic Ocean floor at the exact coordinates provided in Eric's manuscripts. These formations are too precise to be natural geological features. Marine archaeologists have recovered metallic fragments from the site that contain isotopes, not found naturally on Earth. Carbon dating places these materials at over 12,000 years old, matching the timeline described in Atlantean records. Government agencies have classified most research into the Atlantic site, citing national security concerns. However, leaked documents reveal that multiple countries have recovered advanced technology from the underwater ruins. Several prominent archaeologists have mysteriously disappeared while investigating the site. Their research notes, obtained through anonymous sources, confirm that the structures match Viking descriptions with shocking accuracy. Most remarkably, recent sonar scans suggest that parts of Atlantis may still be functioning. Energy readings from the central pyramid match patterns described in Eric's manuscripts, indicating that some Atlantean systems remain active. Deep-sea cameras have captured images of lights moving through the underwater city in organized patterns. These movements follow the same pathways described by the Vikings over 600 years ago, suggesting the city maintains some form of automated activity. The Vikings didn't just raid and explore. They discovered the greatest archaeological treasure in human history and kept it secret for centuries. Eric's manuscripts prove that Atlantis was real and that Nordic explorers were the first to document its wonders. The truth has been hidden beneath the waves, waiting for us to find the courage to seek it.